So now we're talking about the booked sales call flow. Booked sales call flow. It's about positioning, okay? When you're calling people, you're the salesperson. When they're calling you, you're now the expert. So one of the key things in a booked sales call flow is one way or another, the customer must dial. I'll say it again, one way or another, the customer must dial. And that's really, really important. I'll say it again from the top. When you call them, you're the salesperson. When they call you, you're the expert. And that's how come you want to position yourself as an expert in that initial cold call. You're going to ask them all the right types of questions. You're going to ask them all the right types of things to get them interested. And then you're going to book the call. Okay? So here is the booked sales call flow. You're going to go back to the open again, right? It's going to be days, weeks, even hours in between from the first call to the second call. When that happens, you have to reestablish that rapport. You have to reestablish everything from that opening, and then kind of just get back into the groove again. So, all right. So Mr. Business Owner, this is Earl. We've spoken before. We booked this time to help you grow your business. I just want to confirm, and this is where we slide into the agenda, that you have set aside 30 minutes or however minutes you said that the call would take. 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, depends on how comfortable you feel. But that's the length of time that you've set. And they're calling in, okay? Now there's two ways for them to call in. Sorry, I'm gonna rewind a little bit. Number one is they can call you directly, having a direct line to you guys. For those of you in the program, once you get to the CRM level portion, when they call in that CRM, your cell phone will ring or your computer will ring or however you've set it up. That's what it's going to do, which is great. And they're calling you. Other ways to do these things, sometimes you're going to have more than one decision maker and you just set up a conference call line. Zoom works great. There's a bunch of other different conference call line numbers that you can definitely use to set this stuff up. Again, but everyone's dialing in, but they're still dialing in. The key is you're not dialing them, they're dialing in, okay? Now we go back to setting the agenda. In the agenda for the booked sales call flow, what you want to do is you want to set an expectation, okay? And the expectation is really simple from your end to their end. At the end of this call, we're going to make a decision, okay? The last thing I want from you is a maybe. I do not want a maybe. I do not want a, I'll think about it. The purpose for this call is to give you enough information to make that decision. Is that fair? So would you please do me the honor of either giving me a yes or a no? Even if it's a no, not now, but maybe later, it's still a no, and that's okay, right? Setting that expectation that it's okay for them to say no, okay? Somewhere between the open and the setting agenda, you actually want them to say no prior to anything else. I know in other trainings, I've taught you guys, get them on the yes train, get them saying yes, yes, yes. But you have to get them to say no before they say yes. And in doing so, what it does, it flicks a switch in the mind that once they've said no to you once, they feel like, wait, I said no, I'm in control. I decide where this conversation goes. And that's very true for the first part, right? Until you obviously do the rest of it. And then if they really truly need your service or your product, at which point you're helping them, right? You're going through a buying decision-making process versus a sales process, right? Very different. You're helping them buy something that they need to make, in this case, their business grow. You're not just trying to sell them, like a slick car salesman saying, hey, you gotta buy this car. It's not like that. You're not trying to sell them something that they don't want. You're trying to help them with their business and grow and succeed. So that's what setting the agenda is about. Then you have to understand why they're here. So why are you calling me? Right? That's how come it's really, really important to set that position of them calling you rather than you calling them. So why are you calling me? What makes you think we can help you? Okay, understand why they're here. What's their pain point? What's their problem? If you can get to the underlying problem as well, it's we need more money for our business. Well, what does that really mean for you then? What is the money for? I mean, money is just kind of future happiness packaged in paper or gold or whatever you want to call it, right? It's what are you going to do with the money? Are you going to go on vacation? Are you going to save a relative, right? Oh, they're just, these people are in trouble. We need to help them. Boom. In my case, literally right now while I'm shooting this video, I am engaging, I'm engaging a joint venture to sell more SEO because my fridge is making weird noises in the middle of the night and I think it's going to explode. That being said, so I don't have to, by myself eat 87 pieces of cheese alone, I need to go buy a new fridge. That's the underlying reason. Why are they there? What is the immediate emergency, or what is the underlying deeper emergency? What's their driving force in their life to get them to call you so that you can help them get more customers, right? It goes back to that whole drill versus a hole in the wall. Nobody cares about the drill and how many features it has. They actually want the end result of what the drill brings to them, which is literally a hole in the wall. So, I want the hole in the wall. What for? To hang the picture. What's on the picture? My great-grandmother. Great. Now you've gotten to the real core of the situation. Why are they here? I'm here because my kid needs piano lessons. I'm here because my wife needs new tires for her car. I'm here because whatever the reason is, find out what the reason is. Then you need to understand their business. Figure out who are their types of customers. How do their customers find them now? Are they looking for them on the internet? This is a real actual check to see, is this a fit? Okay. We've deep dived before onto what businesses fit SEO, and I won't repeat that here in this video now, but you need to understand their business and find out, are they a fit with what we're offering? They might not be. Okay. I'll give you a prime example. One of the customers I had before, I was looking to do some SEO because they wanted to sell B2C. Okay. The problem is that their main business was B2B. And that being said, the businesses that just because of the nature of the space that they were in, SEO didn't make sense for the B2B part. It only made sense for the B2C part. So although they asked me, hey, can you do it for all of our websites? I actually turned them down. I actually said no. This isn't a fit for this. No business owner I know in this space looks for this thing, and I proved it, looking up traffic, using Google, using all the tools. And you know what? This one's not a fit. I can't help you here. I don't want to take your money. Right away, the level of respect goes up because I'm not just some guy trying to sell them this thing. No, I'm actually legitimately trying to help you, right? So that's the differentiator, understanding their business. Then you want to examine their pain, okay? We found what their pain was. Why are you here? Grandma, kids, wife, husband, dog, whatever it is, okay? Find out what their pain is and really start to dig a little deeper. In the live course, I'm a little more facetious and I can swear in the live course. I try to keep it this PG on the videos, but you stab them and then you twist, right? with the examine the pain portion. You truly want to examine their pain. You really want to find out, is that pain point really their pain point, or are they here for something else? Okay, and then you figure out what they want. What do you want to be able to accomplish? Then you start talking about responsibilities. Okay, so if we could do this and you could do that and and with and we get this part done, do you think you can handle more business? Can you handle more sales? Could you handle the delivery of this many more items? Yes, right. And once you've established those responsibilities, you acknowledge any gaps. Okay, because you're going to find gaps along the way. Acknowledge them. Okay, look. So what you guys are missing is enough customers, people to search on your website, making the phone ring. To get those orders. That's really all you need. The warehouse is big enough, this is big enough, you have enough staff, you have enough manpower. What you need to do is you need this. Is that correct? Great. Then you close. And in closing, you're going to state your offer. Great. So just repeat what they just said back to them. Okay, so let me get this right. So acknowledging the gap. You want this, we do this. If we put these things together, you get what you want, we get what we want, everybody's happy. State your offer, shut up. State your offer, then shut up. And then just stop talking. Okay. If anything comes up again, at that point, one of my favorite closing type questions is, where would you like me to take this from here? Where would you like to go from here? What would you like to do next? And that brings them into a now type concept. Okay. At which point, now the objections and money starts to come up. it's too expensive, I can't afford it, this is what it is, this is what we've got, is this really a fit? And this is where the objection handling and training comes in. But because you've gone through the entire process, all they're trying to do is test the water, seeing if, is this really right? Can these guys actually answer all my questions? Can they do what they say they can do? And that's what the objections are for. It's just that last minute, self-defense mechanism kicking in, going, well, I'm not really sure. And at that point, that's when you, again, restate your offer, shut up again, and see what they do. Right? At that point, if there is a fit, you understand their pain, they can see that bridge from hell over to heaven. Right? That's really what this is about. You're going to find their pain, that is their hell. You're going to figure out what they want, that is their heaven. And you want to drag them from hell to heaven and help them get there as fast as humanly possible. And that's what the offer is. This doesn't just apply to SEO, this applies to anything. Right? Let's pretend I switch from SEO, I'm going to be a chiropractor now. Great, I crack backs and help people, not hurt so much. Right? The hell is back pain. The heaven is just being able to walk or sneeze or do whatever you want without being in excruciating pain. That's that same gap difference. Now, it doesn't matter what type of industry you're in. It's the same thing. Examine the pain, figure out what they want, bridge that gap. If you're the guy who's the bridge or girl who's the bridge, fantastic. They're going to do business with you. And that is the booked sales call flow. All right, so you might want to rewatch this a couple times, figure out where you're doing the right thing, where you're doing the wrong thing. Again, this is just a framework. It's not written in stone, and you can check these things off in different orders. Right? Don't look at the order and go, okay, Earl said do it this way. No, this is a framework. As long as you get and tick off all the pieces, the sales call can come to an end, and then they can make a decision: yes or no. And be happy if they give you a no, it's not a good fit, because you just saved yourself a whole bunch of stress and pain for a customer that didn't fit, right? And then the refund. So, there's your book sales call flow. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.